Hi, I'm Evan. Thank you for visiting the Only Empty Hands channel. This is a place where you can learn to have greater health, wellness, and safety through learning yoga, martial arts, and fitness training. There's tons of resources on this channel for you, so subscribe to the channel. Also, below there's a video link for how to use this channel video, and then that video will also come up again as an option at the end here. So what we're going to be doing today is more yoga for martial artists, and I have Crystal here with me again.
Hi, thank you for having me back again.
Yeah.
So today what I've created is a warm-up for kicking. So if in your katas or in your martial arts sequence today, you're going to be doing a lot of kicking, I've created some warm-ups like this that I've created over the last 10 years from injuries I've sustained from either horseback riding or every time I've had a child, and I've had to rehab building strength and flexibility back at the same time. So I'm going to share those with you in this series.
Great.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start at the top of your mat again if you're using a yoga mat. Bring both feet together. Bring your hands into heart center, and you're really going to focus on the breath, connecting your breath with the movement to stay safe and to create more awareness. So in your inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, look to the horizon. Lengthen your spine, plant your hands, and exhale, step back to high plank, lower halfway hold. Come forward and through to up dog, and exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg into the sky, and step it up in between your hands, hold. You're gonna hold low lunge here as you move both hips down towards your mat, lift your chest forward, and your chin up. Breathe freely. Nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. As you exhale, begin to straighten both legs, tuck your chin, and move your forehead towards your knee. Your hands may not be on the mat here. As you start to straighten both legs, you may notice they need to move up to your shin, and that's okay. Put a little more weight into your right foot so both hips are even. And then as you inhale, drop the hips once again. Step your left leg really far back and come all the way down to the knee. Lift your chin. Walk the hands up to your thigh. We're just going to keep flowing. So if you need to pause the video because one of these moves is really helping you, go ahead and do that. And if you can stick with the pace, keep your breath moving. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down inside your leg. Good, tuck your chin. If you need more here, drop to your outside elbow and then maybe your inside elbow. Nice, if you reach a point where you no longer can breathe freely in and out through the nose, you've gone too far, so come back a step. And before we exit this pose, let your right knee felt open to the right. Maybe the sole of your foot looks up towards the ceiling. Come back into center and release. Hands back to your thigh. Nice job. So from here, you're going to bring your hands into heart center, and you're going to try to not use your hands. If you need help, drop your hands to the mat inside your foot. If you don't need to use your hands, you're going to flip your back knee off, turn your left toes towards the sky, and squat all the way down into your right hip. Nice. Now depending on your anatomy, your right heel may be on or off the mat, and both ways is fine. Push your elbow and your tricep inside your knee, and push your knee out and away. Good. Sit taller. Thumbs to the center of your heart. And same thing, try this without hands. If you need to use your hands, just drop them down to the mat. Come all the way up and switch sides. Right toes up, squat down on the left, and sit nice and tall. Nice. Martial artists are supposed to be really good at this move, right? We're gonna go all the way back. Inhale, switch, squat down. Good. Bring your hands to the right, come back into your low lunge, step back to high plank, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Come forward more than you reach up, so you're extending through the spine, not crunching through the low back. Exhale, move through all fours, and then lift to down dog. Take one deep breath. Now your left leg comes up behind you, and then step it in between the hands. Low lunge, drop the hips, and look up. Good. Exhale, straighten both legs and fold. Lift the belly here and press evenly into both feet. Good, and then extend that right leg back, low lunge. Continue lowering until your knee hits the mat, and walk your hands up to your thigh. Good. As the hips come forward, inhale, reach up. And exhale, place your hands inside your thigh. Maybe untuck the back toes. And try to do what you did on the other side. Begin to even out the body. So if you came down to your outside elbow or both elbows, move back towards that position and breathe. Let your left knee fall open. And then after one nice deep breath, bring it back into center. Good. Plant both your hands to the thigh, and we're going to do that exercise for inner hip strength and flexibility again. So hands into heart center. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee up, and squat down to the left, lifting up your right toes. This time a little quicker. Over to the right. Good. Over to the left. Nice. You got to show me up in this pose.
Now you're winning.
And then plant your hands back to the top of your mat. Good. Move through one vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. And we'll work on our split. Step your right foot up. So we're going to pivot and face the camera here so you can see what's going on with our hips. So to gain more flexibility, you're going to want to keep both hips like headlights straight to the front of the room. So drop your hands down, or to modify, you can have 2 blocks or 2 pillows or something to help your hands right here. As you start backing your knee up, you're going to start inching your heel forward, keeping both knees equally bent. And this will ensure that you pull the left hip forward. So a lot of mistakes that people make is kind of what Evan did right here, where your left hip drops back so that you can hit the split. So we're going for quality over quantity here. So keep your left hip driving forward. Good, lift the belly, chin horizon level, breathe normal. And as soon as that left hip starts slipping back, you've gone too far. So try to press your heel forward and your knee back, keeping that alignment. Nice. And this will ensure that one day, when your hips do hit the mat, you'll be in a more correct alignment, which will allow you to strengthen the hips and work from a nice solid place in your martial arts. And breathe normal. Good job. One more breath. And you don't have to go very far. If you can do full splits here, you can drop the hips down and you can reach the arms up to the sky, flexing both feet. Go ahead and press into your hands. Start to bend both your knees again, and we're going to do the other side. So you can just flip around and do your left side if you want, so that you can watch us again. We're going to step to all fours. Bring the left foot in front. And this is one pose where no one's usually even on the left and on the right. Good, so start your breathing. Notice where your hips are sitting. Good, lift the chest. The more weight you can get right over the hips, the more progress you'll make. Good, one thing you can notice while you're sitting here breathing is if your pinky toe of your right foot is touching the mat. So whether your toes are tucked like mine or they're pointed like Evan's, you still want that pinky toe moving towards the mat. And if you're feeling good about it, you feel like you're almost there, you don't even have to be flat on the mat, you can try reaching both arms up, which is a balance if you're not on the mat. Nice. And then slowly bring those back into center. Go ahead and come to all fours. We're going to work through frog pose to work our middle splits, or our straddle splits, which I know you use in martial arts. So walk the knees out as wide as you can. Make sure your ankles are right behind your knees like a frog. Flex your feet. And then just slide the knees away 1 more inch. Good, drop to your elbows. Make sure your hips are right in between your knees so they're not too far back and they're not too far forward. Go ahead and focus on your breath. Relax your shoulders. And start to soften in the hips. It's really beneficial if you have a block or a pillow or your forehead can reach your hands or the mat to rest your forehead down. And we'll just do 5 nice deep breaths here. Maybe as you exhale, the hips might soften, and you might just go a little bit deeper into the pose. Maybe even dropping your chest down and walking your hands out in front of you one day. Nice. Now, if your hips come too far forward, you're going to have to put a little bit more pressure in the elbows to keep them back. And that's about 5. Go ahead and rise back up. Bring your big toes together, walk your hands up, and then just nice and gently bring your knees back together. Nice job. So we can end this series like this, right on our knees, honoring each other with a namaste. So reach the arms up on your inhale, Bring them back into the heart on exhale. And namaste.
Well, thank you very much, Crystal. That was awesome. And one of the things that I hope that you guys get from this and that I'm getting from it is, again, as you look at something, 30 years of studying the martial arts, I've obviously done a lot of stretching. I used to be able to do the splits between chairs back when I was a teenager and not 42. But there are subtle things that you can pick up from something like yoga, and really mastery of something, I think, is very much wrapped into finding these common structural occurrences within these different arts, I think. Because then if yoga says it and it works in your martial arts and maybe it applies to weightlifting, those different areas, it's really something about our bodies that we should understand, I think, is one of my takeaways from this.
Oh, thank you. That makes sense to me. And I hope that that series kind of helped you. If you're using that for a warm-up before you're doing your exercise or your martial arts, you want to hold it about as long as we did in that quick warm-up, but you can use that same series as a cool down or a flexibility increaser after you do your martial arts. So then you could hold those for up to 3 minutes long, or you could take that series a lot slower. So
awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Well, and thank you guys for watching. Remember, if you'd like to get a hold of Crystal, there's a link for her LinkedIn account that's going to be down below in the information section below the video here. Please subscribe to the channel if you liked what you saw. Comment, ask for training, give us ideas. We're happy to accommodate that. And remember that if you really want to learn how to use all of the different things that are on this channel, watch this video we have that explains how to use the channel. So it's here on the screen. It's also down below. And I hope that you have a great day. Choose the life you want. Find those tools that are going to help you build towards that. So thank you.